Alright, we are going to do lesson 11-2, which is about linear equations and slope. So our learning targets, we need to understand proportional relationships, lines, and linear equations. We need to be able to graph proportional relationships, interpret slope and the y-intercept of graphs, examine linear relationships as graphs, and solve real-world problems. All right. Remember that Misty had saved her money to buy passes to the ski lift at the High Ratio Mountain Ski Resort. Suppose Misty purchased the 10-day ticket package that cost $80 plus $20 per day. So that's our important information there. So I'm going to highlight it. Lift ticket, it's $10 10-day ticket package that cost $8 plus $20 per day. So we can see that right here. Okay. It says complete the table below to determine the total cost of lift tickets in the 10-day package for 0 through 6 days. Be sure to include the initial cost of $80. So on the 0 day, before she has done anything, she has spent $80. And the reason that is because she bought this 10-day package. And before you spend the 10-day package, before you even say a day, it costs $80. Then it's $20 per day. So on the first day, she's going to have spent $100 total because she spent the initial $80, and then she spent $20 more, which was $100. On the second day, she's going to have spent $120 because she spent $20 more. Then the third day, she's spending $20 more, so that's a $40. The fourth day, she's spending $20 more, so that's $160. Fifth day is going to be $180. And the sixth day is going to be $200. All right, explain how you know the data in the table is linear. So linear, that's a word that we're going to have to define. All right, linear means that there is a pattern for the x's and the y's. So there is a pattern, okay? This pattern is sometimes called the constant rate of change. Okay, so when I say constant rate of change, that means that they are changing by the same amount each time. Constant rate of change. So you're going up or down, okay? That means up or down by the same amount. Alright, so now we're going to look back at this table. We're going to say, table, are you going up or down by the same amount? So let's look at our tops here. So this is going up by 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then here, 80 to 100 is 20, 20, 120 to 140 is 20, 20, 20, 20. Okay, so constant, it's the same thing each time. Rate of change, it's always going 20 and 1, 20 and 1. So it's always the same amount. It's always going up by the same amount. So because of this, it's linear. So we're going to say it is linear because it has a constant rate of change. And I am taking notes, so I'm going to write in shorthand. So we're going to put constant rate of change, CRO, row. Alright, plot the data from the table on the given axes, then draw a line through the points you plotted. So I'm going to do A. A is going to be 0, 80, because if we look back at our table, here I can go down here, it was 0 and 80. Okay, then we're going to go B, which is 1, comma 100. C is going to be 2, comma 120, so you're just following that table until you have paired up everything. And you should have 6 points when you are done. This last one's going to be 6 and 200. Alright, so I'm going to highlight my x's here. These are my x's. Okay, they are relevant to the x-axis. Okay, we'll pick a different color. These are my y's. They are relevant to the y-axis. my first one I'm going to graph is 0, 80. So I'm going to go to 0 in yellow, and I'm going to go up to 80. Put a dot. A. There we go. B is 1, so I'm going to go to 1 in my yellow, up to 100. That's going to be B. C is 2, 120, so I'm going to go to 2, up to 120. C. Then I've got 3, 140. Then I've got 4, 160. Then I have 5, 180. And then last but not least, I have 6 and 200. Alright, and we can see that this is linear because it gives us a line. You should always use your ruler when you are drawing a line like this to make sure you're connecting the dots correctly. Okay, this says determine the slope and the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is going to be where it hits the y-axis. So if I have my little diagram here, I've got a line on my coordinate plane. This is my y-intercept. The y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis. So the y-intercept is when the line crosses the y-axis. Alright. So it crosses right here. So my y-intercept is going to be 80. Okay, my slope, if you remember from the last lesson, there are two ways we can do our slope. We can pick 2 points, okay, and then we can see we are going up 20 over 1, okay, so it'll be 20 over 1, which is 20. Or you can pick your 2 points, and you can say, okay, I'm going to pick this one and this one. 100 minus 80 goes on top. 1 minus 0 goes on bottom. You're left with 20 over 1, okay? So that again simplifies to 20. So your slope is 20. Alright, let D represent the number of days Misty plans to ski, and let K represent Misty's total cost. Okay, so this is the total, so it's going to be K equals. She is buying this for $20 a day. When we do $20 per or $20 each, that is telling us that that's where our variable goes. So we're going to put 20 and then D. Did it say D? Yes, 20D because it's $20 a day. And she started out with $80. So it says compare and contrast the lines associated with the data for the daily lift tickets in item 4. Okay, so we're not doing that. Alright. Although $390 seems a little expensive, Misty considered the unlimited season pass. First, she compared the season pass to the daily lift tickets at $30 each. How many times would Misty have to go skiing before she would save money with the $390 season pass? Okay, so if she did $30 each, that would be $30 times every day gives you your total cost. Okay, we're going to set this equal to 390, and the reason we're setting it equal to 390 is because that is the point at which you can't really get bigger. And instead of equal, you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to apply that stuff we learned about inequalities. Okay, so you want it to be greater than or equal to 30 a day, because you want to see at what point is it worth it. Okay, so we're going to solve this. We're going to divide both sides by 30. That's going to give us D is greater than or equal to, I think it's 13. Alright, so that means in order for it to be worth it, you need to go more than 13 days. On the 13th day, okay, on the 13th day, you will have broke even. So you're going to have to go more than 13 days. So, to make it worth the season pass, she would have to go, have to go 13 or more days. Alright, complete the table below for the total cost of the unlimited season pass for 0 through 6 days. So every day she's going to be at $390. She spends $390 the first day, and And since it's just that base price of $3.90, that's all she's spending. So day 1, still at $3.90. Day 2, she still only spent $3.90. Same for day 3, same for day 4. She's never spending any more money because that season pass is a one-time buy. Okay, so it says explain how you know the data in the table is linear. Again, linear means that there is a pattern. We see that the days are always going up by 1 and the cost is not going up at all. So we're going to say it is linear because there is a constant rate of change. Constant rate of change, which again means constant is happening over and over again. Rate of change means it's going up or down by something. What is the rate of change of the cost of the season of the what is the rate of change of the cost of the tickets with the unlimited season pass? Alright, so rate of change is also another word for slope. And to calculate slope, we do y minus y over x minus x. So I'm going to pick these two. I'm going to do my y's on top, so 390 minus 390 over 1 minus 0, so that's going to give me 0 over 1. 0 divided by 1 gives me 0, I believe. Yeah, 0 divided by 1 gives me 0, so my slope is 0. Next, Misty compared the price of an unlimited season pass to 2 10-day packages. She would only use package. We're going to skip this. Okay. If Misty skis the following number of days, which of the 3 packages should she purchase? Explain your reasoning for each. Okay, so the first thing we came up with was if she spent $30 a day. That's the first package, okay? You remember. So if we flip back, the first one is daily lift ticket, $30 a day. Okay, so that was every day she is going to spend $30. That equals money. Alright. Then we found out if she pays $80 up front, then she only has to pay $20 a day. And then our last one is she spent $2.90, and that's just how it is. It doesn't matter what day it is, it's just going to be $2.90 equals how much it costs. Okay, so first of all, we know all of these are going to be $2.90. So A is $2.90, B is $2.90, C is $2.90, D is $2.90. It's always going to be $2.90. For this one, we're going to have to plug it in. So we're going to have to do 30 times 6, put the 6 in the D spot, that's going to be 180. Okay, then we're going to do 30 times 8, so that's going to be $150. That's all right. 30 times 8 is 240. Okay. Then we're going to do 13 times 30, which is going to be 390. Then we're going to do 30 times 16. I'll let you do that one on your own. Now we're going to go up here. We do 80 plus 20 times 8. 20 times 8 is 160. 160 plus 80 is going to be 240. Okay. Then we're going to do 80 plus 20 times 13. 20 times 13 is going to be 260. 260 plus 80 is going to be 340. Okay, so you can tell this first day, oh, I forgot a calculation. So this first day it's going to be 80 plus 20 times 1, so that's going to be 80 plus 20 is 100. Okay, this first day, and she's only planning on doing one day, this is the best deal. For day 8, these are both the best deals. For the 13th day, this one's the best deal. And for 16 days, you're going to have to figure that one out because I am not doing that one for you. Alright. Write a persuasive letter. We are not going to do that. So you are done with that